Hey dudes, welcome back to Films Presents RC on YouTube. And you'll notice we've got out Mercedes-Benz SLK scale line. So this is the scale line series from Graupner Racing. Now this is a 1997 release from Graupner. This was bought at a model fair in 1997. Never used, never even taken out the box, which in itself is amazing. But as you can see, it's a rather kooky little model. It's a 1/10 scale, on-road, two-wheel drive, electric, brushed obviously, because brushless wasn't invented back in the day then. Let's see what we've got. We've got our bits and bobs, we've got our headrest there. We've also got our little driver in there. He's managed to survive as well. Full Mercedes decal kit in there, which is pretty cool. Now this is how it came back in the factory back in the day. From the factory, should I say. As you can see here, you can get different models that they did. Obviously the most desirable being the Mercedes, as with 1/1s. Right, so let's have a look what we've got in here. We've got our... Well, you can actually see, if you see that, if I flick that up there, you see that hand-scribed 5014 there. That's the part number of the car, I think, itself. If you just have a look in there, I mean, check that out. It's not actually... Take that out of the way. It's not even been taken off the strapping, which is amazing. The rubber's still got its seam in the middle. You can tell it's not been taken out or run. Let's try and get some nice close-ups for you so you can see properly. You have to apologise if it's not focusing very well at the moment. It's actually sat on a DJI Osmo 2 gimbal, which is actually tie wrapped to a stationary tripod. Well, as you can see, super clean. You've got the mechanical speed controller, much like the Tamiyas of the day. You've got the MSC there, heatsink here. I'm assuming this is probably a 27 turn, probably a Johnson motor. Johnson were very popular back in the day. It looks like a Johnson to me. However, it isn't branded at the end of the can. But it's a 5, is that a 550 or 540? I think that's a 550. That's a 550 motor in there, which is slightly unusual. They're usually 540s. But you can see here we're running a, I can feel, oh, it is a metal pinion. You see, actually the diff is open at the back. I'll just tap on there so you can see a bit better. There you go, you can just see the teeth in there, which is a bit of an unusual arrangement, having that open spare at the back like that. If you look, it's actually got metal output yokes on there as well from the diff and from here. But if you look closely, those metal output yokes are actually screwed into the back of the hubs. So I mean, this is an ultimate shelf queen really, because what you'll obviously find is that parts are almost impossible to get, to be honest with you. Just noticed something there. Look at the profile of those front tyres. And they're hard then as well. They've obviously got very stiff foams in there. I bet they handle well. They're really grippy then. I bet this thing would fly if you put a brushless system in there, because it doesn't weigh a lot. With it being rear wheel drive, I bet you that could be a lot of fun there. Not that I'm sure the person who actually buys this car will ever run it, but there we go. Let's have a look at the body. This is how it would sit. So you can see a bit better there. I mean, it's just a nice body really, isn't it? An SLK body. It's not something you see every day, so anything that's a little unusual certainly floats my boat. And you can see there, it's still got the peel film on. That's just a little hole in the peel film, so it's still got the film on here. You see a little bit bubbling across the back here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all there is to tell, really. As you can see there, it's got the it's riding with a stick in there. Obviously, as this came, didn't have a servo with it, didn't have radio gear with it as well, but I mean, it is what it is. These are very rare to see at all, really, to be honest with you, let alone ones that are new in a box. I've never seen another one of these, and I'm sure many of you know I've been trading for quite a few years, never seen another one come up used or new. So that's something there to tell you how rare it is, really. But this is actually up for sale on eBay at the moment, so if you want to own it, get yourself on eBay, have a look. I'll leave a link to the eBay sale in the description for anybody that's interested. But for now, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you watching and unpacking this with me and having a quick look. Always nice to see the vintage models, and always appreciate you guys tuning in as well. Thanks, guys. See you soon.